Peter, welcome to Queenstown, that playground of the south. There it is for you, way in the distance. But first up today is Jeanette with the sad lot of a stray cat in a big city.
The problem of abandoned and stray cats is widespread in the greater Auckland area. But luckily there are groups and organisations who are trying to care for and find homes for these animals. And the Lonely Meow Association is one of them. G'day, Peter. What are you hoping to do here today?
G'day. We're hoping to catch some cats today. This is a typical colony that we've been invited to help people out with a problem that they've got. They've got far too many here.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they're feeding, which is not a common situation. Most people are not even feeding and they just want all the cats taken away. This time, we're going to catch 3 or 4, hopefully today, and get them desexed to bring them back.
Right.
That'll be
Can I
a great
get your
answer.
hand?
Thank you very much indeed. Here we go.
Strays are often found living in car parks, building sites, behind restaurants, and in garden and bush areas. With 18 traps, the Lonely Meow can catch up to 1,000 cats a year. They're often suffering from starvation, ringworm, conjunctivitis, and even salmonella poisoning. So here we are at the bottom of the garden. How does the trap work?
Well, you make sure it's steady. You put food in the back here, set the door up like this with the tongue through the mesh, and you can see the pressure plate coming up here. The cat goes in, foot on the pressure plate, door comes down, and there's another cat caught.
Cool.
Only a few more hundred to go.
How long does it take to actually trap one?
About 15 minutes on average, depending on how hungry they are. Usually the strays are very hungry indeed. They're not being fed. And so once they realize where the food is, they come round and go into the trap, and after about 15 minutes you can get one. More at the front, because that's the way to come in, not sit round the back. And then we'll back off a bit and wait for them to come.
All right, come on.
Right, okay.
Wary of the cage and of us, the cats kept their distance, but it didn't take long before one of them became interested. Is it normal for them to be that stressed?
Yes, it is. This is quite a typical situation. They've probably never been in a house before, let alone in a trap, so they do get very stressed.
Yeah.
It's something they have to go through. This one is going to have a good outcome. It's going to be desexed and returned. But usually, one as wild as this, we would probably have to euthanize. There just aren't the resources in Auckland for rehabilitation for cats like this. It's very sad.
The Lonely Meow has volunteer foster families who take in abandoned and stray cats. Each cat undergoes a personality profile, which will hopefully enable Lonely Meow to place them. And while it's harder to rehome older cats, 90% of the kittens find new abodes. Peter, you've got a number of cats yourself. I suppose that just goes with the territory, does it?
It does indeed, yes. There always seems to be another one that is a little too skittish to move on, so we do end up keeping it.
And what's the deal with these little kittens?
These 2 kittens came up last week from Mangere. I went down there and caught them. Very nice family, and they had about 15 cats and kittens running around their garden. And the numbers were just getting too much for them. So we've taken the kittens, and we're going to catch all the cats and desex them. We've done that with about 3 of them, and we'll do that with all the rest.
Chances are these guys will socialise well and they won't be sort of scared or skittish.
I think so. It's going to take a few more days for them really to settle down. As you can see, they were sitting there. They had their ears back when I started stroking them. So we want them a little bit better than that. But they will. They're not running around the cage. They're not frantic. They stand a very, very good chance of finding a good home. Welcome to the cat room. This is where our menagerie sleep. As you can see, the chairs and the beds.
It used to be your lounge, did it?
It did, yes. Now we've been relegated to the kitchen.
Crumbs. Peter, how do you fund an organisation like this? Because all your stuff is voluntary, isn't it?
That's right, and it costs $30,000 a year to administer the Lonely Meow Association.
Peter, how can we all help to lessen this problem?
By desexing the cats that you have. That's the most important thing to do. All the pet cats and any strays you come across, contact Lonely Meow and we will get them desexed for you and return them if that's what you want, or we can take them away. It's the most important thing that can be done. Only breeders should have cats that are not desexed.
The Humane Society and SPCA can help with the cost of desexing in some cases. If you want to be involved, you can become a member or volunteer of the association. For further information and updates, check out the Lonely Meow website.
What a kind, practical man, and one so tolerant of other people's lack of foresight when they don't desex their cats. And Friskies have donated some food to help feed all those felines.